saying? It's people who go through things who don't even tell other people what's going on because they already being considerate and think it's other people got enough stuff going on for me to be pouring what I got going on to them. It's a lot of people who don't even feel like there's safe spaces for me to be pouring out what I got going on. And sometimes it be so heavy, you be wanting to talk about it, you be wanting to get it out. But the truth of the matter is you don't even trust nobody to even talk about what it is that you want to talk about. It be so intimate. It puts you in such a vulnerable position. You don't even, some things you want to talk about just to that person. You don't even want that person to repeat what it is that you got to say. What it is that you feeling. You don't even want that person, yeah, I just got through talking to such and such. And don't even tell nobody to lift me up in their prayers because I don't like everybody praying for me. Don't take this personal, what I'm about to say. Listen to me. Sometimes there are people who are laughing to keep from crying. And I'm going to tell you something. When them people, when you get in that position when you laughing to keep from crying, I'm telling you, there are certain things that you just want to say that you haven't said to a lot of people, because sometimes when that pain hit, it also coughs up that courage. It raises something up in you. You get a different kind of courage, and people think, oh, you just being spiteful or you hurt or you mad. Trust me, I've been wanting to say it, but now I'm in such a heavy place. I done had to keep laughing to keep from crying. Listen to me. And sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with my bills. It ain't got nothing to do with my relationship. It ain't got nothing to do with my car. It ain't got nothing to do with my job. I've been laughing to keep from crying because of life in general. Listen to me. Life in general. It's certain epiphany moments that you have in life. Your life could be going fine, but it's just something about them epiphany moments when you realize that life is this here. Life is this here. Boom. Life is this. Listen, life is boom. We spend so much time having to grind and take care of bills and take care of things. We spend so much time sometimes focus on the wrong things and the wrong people. We spend so much time distracted by seeing what's going on in the celebrity world or watching things that's going on in the news. We spend so much time, listen to me, and sometimes it's just them epiphany moments that just wake something up in you, and you just, for one, I'm laughing to keep from crying, but what you don't understand is I almost done stopped caring. That's kind of where I'm at. I had man, listen. And me not caring is freeing. Let me explain that. Laughing to keep from crying, and I done got to a place of where I almost done stopped caring, but my stop caring feel like it'll free me. Because some of us laughing to keep from crying because I'm having to carry too many people. I'm always having to be the strong person. I can't show no signs of weakness. I can't take no breaks. It's no refuge for me. I laugh and smile to keep from crying because the load is so heavy. I'm laughing to keep from crying because the people that I'm carrying do not even care to see that the load is so heavy that it's almost about to take me out. People cannot see that the load that I'm carrying is so heavy on my mental. So I laugh to keep from crying, and I'm almost at the point of not caring. And when I get at the point of not caring and I start to express how it is that I feel, I don't want you to take it as if I've said something mean. You've taken advantage of me. I don't want you to take it as if I've done got rude. No, I got tired of you manipulating me. I just figured my love will sooner or later show you that you ain't got to keep trying to get over on me, take advantage of me and manipulate me. Sometimes I'm laughing to keep from crying because I don't even think you understand who you're dealing with. I had to change things in me, compromise certain things. I made certain sacrifices. I've did all the changes. I've made all the changes that need to be changed. I've did all the bending and folding that I can do. I'm laughing to keep from crying, but at the same time, I almost done stopped caring. And the minute I stop caring, there's no blood for a leech to suck on. Listen to what I'm telling you now. The minute I'm laughing to keep from crying, but as soon as I stop caring, you have no more blood to suck on. Because the minute I stop crying, it's a wrap. The minute I stop caring, it's a wrap. The minute I get quiet, it's a wrap. The minute you are monitoring spirit. There are certain people, you laughing to keep from crying, but your work and you being active in certain things that you do, certain things of how you move, certain things that you say, they monitoring your behavior because them people are trying to continue to learn how to manipulate you, how to take advantage of you. They trying to read your energy to see where you at. They monitoring you. They monitoring your behavior so they can adjust their behavior so they can continue to have blood to suck on. But the minute I stop caring, I don't give you no ammunition. Because the minute I stop caring, there is no body language to read. The minute I stop caring, there is no words that you getting for you can know how to figure how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that. The minute I stop caring, you already know I'm finna cut off the well. It ain't no more asking me for the money. The minute I stop caring, you don't know what to do no more. But I'm laughing to keep from crying right now because I done convinced myself out of sympathy, out of empathy, out of compassion, out of everything that a man or a woman can think of to be and to do in order to continue to be the purest and genuine person that I can be. But I've come to learn in this world that some people don't care how genuine you are. They don't care how pure you are. They don't care how much you've changed. These people don't want nothing but the blood. Them folks want to suck you dry, and then when they suck you dry, they want to act like they didn't suck you dry. When them people, listen, when your well run dry, they going to find it from somewhere else. I'm going to tell you something. Some people are laughing to keep from crying and you don't even know the pain. You don't care to know the pain. Can't even express this pain to you. Because when I express the pain, I'm already knowing deep down in my spirit because of the discernment that I have to have that I know you lack. Because it ain't no way I'm laughing to keep from crying, but I constantly got on my discernment, and your discernment ain't never cut on to figure out how it is that you can help me, how you can be of an assistance to me. No, nothing in you told you that my load was heavy, but every time I seen or sensed something, I knew your load was heavy. I checked on you. I sent you something without even asking. I came in your presence knowing you probably just needed me to be around. I did certain things on the strength of my discernment. On the strength of your discernment, what did you do? You didn't do anything. You watched me carry. You watched me carry and you watched me carry. And then it got so heavy. My mental got so tired. My spirit got so weak. It's nothing pouring into me. Only thing I did was pour out and pour out and pour out and pour out of the goodness that I know the Most High created me to be. And then when I have nothing left, when I'm spiritually deceased, when I'm physically exhausted, when I'm mentally, listen to me, then it's, dang, what happened? What's wrong? I ain't never seen you like this. I don't understand. What you mean you don't understand? You are the contribute. You are one of the contributing factors to this. You watch me all of this time. When I think about my life and right now, I'm not one of them dudes, listen to me, I'm not one of them people who want to make it like nobody has ever been there for me. If I go back and Rolodex, run certain things, there's people who have been there. But I'm going to tell you something. I seen a post on Facebook the other day. This man said, I just made the worst mistake in my life by becoming an important person at work. And I seen that it had 100,000 shares on it. So I opened it up. I said, I got to read this. Why has it got 100,000 shares on this? I'm going through the comments and the people were talking about when you become important at work, how everybody come to you. I was watching people say they felt guilty for missing out on work because people depended on them. They talked about how people come to them at the break room. People come to them when they on the line. People come they ain't even the supervisor. They just became important at work. I said, oh my Lord. I said, this is what I've come to understand. I said, even in life, there were people there for me to an extent. There were people there. But then when you become a strong individual, when you done demonstrated strength, when you've demonstrated and shown that you can be understanding, when you've shown the wisdom, the knowledge, when you've shown that you just have the will to overcome, when you've shown you have the will to just keep going and figure things out, you have shown people and you have made yourself a sense of importance. And then when that happens, you don't even realize that people just cling to you because they lack what it is they see that you have. That determination that you have, they have to latch on to you because they will not seek out that determination for themselves. Them people will latch on to you because they do not have that motivation for themselves. But the same time they latching on to you for determination and motivation and inspiration, they only there to suck you dry. They not there to gain a sense of understanding, motivation, inspiration, and determination. They not there to do that because most people that come and attach to you, they broken. They have not healed and they don't even understand the process of coming out of being broken and getting to a healed place. What they would rather do is treat you as a crutch, as if they cripple and they want to continue to lean onto you. They don't care about getting better. They'll go through something, not even realize I'm only here to be your physical therapist. I'm only here through the Most High to be your physical therapist, to nourish you back to a healthy place where you can walk on your own. I'm here as your physical therapist to get your joints and your body to function to where you can operate on your own. I'm only here to be your physical therapist. I'm not here to be your permanent physical therapist. I cannot continue to help you. I can't continue to put you back together. I can't continue to give you methods and tactics and ways. I can't do that. What do I have left for myself? Listen to me. Sometimes you don't understand. The person who laughing to keep from crying is this close to stop caring. And when I tell you, a person who has carried that load like that, who get to a place of not caring, don't you let nobody guilt trip you into thinking that you not caring is the wrong way to go. Because you not caring is going to be healthy for you. It's going to be healthy for your spirit. It's going to be healthy for your mental. It's going to be healthy for the break you're going to take. Don't you let nobody guilt trip you into. They cannot manipulate you no more. What they want to continue to do is you to be the beneficiary. They want to continue to be a beneficiary to your energy, to your spirit, to your mindset, to your mental, to your physical health. They want to continue to be a beneficiary, and they did not care to nourish you back to health. They didn't care to pour back into you. What them people want is you to continue to be who you've been to them because you're beneficial to them. And them people do not want to see you get to a point of you don't care, because you don't care. You not caring is what's going to free you. And a lot of people, they done misinterpreted certain things. Now I woke up. The scales fell off. Sometimes the enemy will trick you into thinking you doing something great for people, into thinking you are being a willing vessel to people who were sent by the enemy. Listen, if I done got in my head that I have to be there for people who do not care about my condition mentally, physically, spiritually, If I done convinced myself that I have to keep breaking my back for people who do not care, where do I get nurtured? Where do I get poured into? Then they gonna convince you, because you the strong vessel, you have to surround yourself with people who can pour into you. But they don't understand there's a lot of time that the people can pour into you, you seem so incompatible to them. Because some of us, even in the load, in carrying heavy loads, we do some trauma bonding with them people as well. I'm going to get back to it. We do a lot of trauma bonding because them people right there, you want to fix them. You want to heal them because you remember the place you was at. You remember when you was there before. So you see a reflection of yourself and that you want to get to the place. You want them to get to embody where it is that you are now. I don't want to go around a lot of them other people because I just don't feel like that's where my ministry is. But see, this is the thing that you have to do. Sometimes you got to take a step back and realize that you have planted, you have watered, and the Most High is to give the increase. Because when you do in ministry, you have to understand and know that you are not responsible for their growth. It's okay to know that you are a need in a specific atmosphere, in an environment. It's okay to understand that you are called to be there. But what you have to know is I'm not responsible. So your not caring is him. When you get to the place, I'm laughing to keep from crying because it's too heavy. But when you get to the place of not caring, you only giving the Most High room to do what he need to do. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. You laughing to keep from crying. It's okay to go ahead and let it go because it ain't for you to continue to carry. I just went through something. I don't believe in putting personal business to that extent on the internet. I just went through something that I think just changed my entire life. In a blink of an eye. And I realized in that very moment, I said, man, I can't keep carrying people, man. I can't keep carrying the way that I care if they not carrying that way. I said, ain't no way I'm going to keep imprisoning myself. Listen, because some of us, we have put ourselves in a prison. You put yourself in a prison when you feel responsible for people. You feel that if I don't, if I am not, if I don't, you put yourself in a prison. I understand being there for people. I understand being who you know you're supposed to be to people. But sometimes you don't went to the extent of where you have imprisoned yourself to them people, man. You have imprisoned your mind. You know, and then look. And then you can't even say, you don't even feel that you can express and say certain things. Because you don't feel like they can handle it. And even when you do, you already knowing it's a waste of time. It's a waste of breath. How is it that you watch the same people for years that you've done nothing but be there for? Nothing but help. And some of them people betray you. Some of them people stab you in your back. And then when you look up close and personal, zoom like you do on your phone in some people. You know how you do this right here on your phone and it take you closer like this here? When it do that? Zoom in on them people, man. You don't forget how to use your zoom. Listen to me. Sometimes this is what you got to do to them people. You got to see things in people for who they are. Because it's going to get so heavy. I'm going to tell you, I'm so grateful for the King. Because sometimes you realize you've been serving people and not him. Sometimes when you got to the point of you laughing to keep from crying, it's because you serving people. You wait for people to do you right, and it's just not in them. You wait for people to reciprocate who you've been to them. It's just not in them. The Most High gonna reciprocate who he is to you. The way he said, draw near to me, I'll draw near to you. The majority of the time, you can't draw near the man or woman and they draw near to you. The closer you draw, the more they pull back and the more you keep chasing. The Most High said, draw near to me, I'll draw near to you. If you go and pay attention to the prodigal son, when he took his inheritance, he went out into the world. When the Most High seen him from a distance, he came towards him. Sometimes you have to understand, man, you serving people and not him. You pleasing people and not him. And you done misconstrued it and try to say that it was your ministry when the truth of the matter is sometimes you're trying to change them people. And you can't. Laughing to keep from crying, man. I've always said this on my platform. I don't see success in material things. I see success in the fruits of the Spirit and who you turn and who you become. I don't believe in an apology without changed behavior, which means I don't believe in a repentant heart that has not repositioned itself. It's no way you will tell somebody you sorry and be the exact same person. That's the same way when you talk to the king and you say, I apologize, but you go right back into the same vomit. I've watched throughout the years people applaud and say, man, he changed his life. Man, he did this. And man, he did that. After 10 years in prison and being in the streets, which was my first realization and revelation of if somebody want it, it's there. You can't convince a person like me who done been through it that change ain't possible. I watched it happen to me through choice. And then when you get on fire for the Lord, when you get on fire for the king, like Gideon, when he was finna deliver them out of the hands of the Midianites, you want to take your people with you. We all know everybody ain't meant to go. But most of us don't live by it. Most of us don't live by everybody ain't meant to go. I learned social media, right? Social media changed my life. All praises to the Most High. Put me in a position to be able to do things that I know He gave me the vision to do, and put me in a position to help people when I know they're going to need help. Listen, I have managed my money as good as I have on the strength of believing it's there for me to help other people before myself. Listen, man. I have managed my money the way I have on the strength of knowing somebody else is going to need it before me. The blessing came, and my mindset is you can't run through it because there are people who ain't going to have the drive and the motivation and they going to need the help. It sucked, don't it? I've laughed to keep from crying and knowing I've stacked money that I don't even want to spend because it's going to be somebody who needs it. Listen. Throughout the success, what people was called success, I've watched life simplify itself, and I've also watched it get difficult. I watched it simplify itself on the strength of me believing in and following Him. I watched it get difficult in Him making me accessible to people who have not got to the place of where I am, understanding that believers, we have an obligation to show grace, not be ran over. Sheep led to the slaughter, being a ransom for many. What you have to understand, because I want to make sure, because sometimes when we talk about the black sheep, we also trick our mind because we want to cope. We're trying to understand the difficult path of the black sheep or the one who was left behind, or the one who always seemed like it's something going on, it's something hard. You try to convince yourself that this is the part of the journey for me because I have to endure it because I am the strong one. Let me explain something to you. Some of it is still choice. Even though you're strong, some of it is still your choice. You're still choosing to put yourself through some of the difficult stuff that you go through. It's hard. What up, though? What up, though? It's hard to walk away. And that's why the load continue to get heavy. Some of it you are choosing. You have to laugh to keep from crying. Because some of us done convinced ourselves that without us, listen, some of us laughing to keep from crying because we done convinced ourselves that without us, they. I stopped caring a few days ago. Tone in my voice changed instantly. Tone in my voice changed. I took a deep breath and said, I can't keep caring. I ain't saying that from a selfish. Sometimes you gotta understand that if you could be laughing to keep from crying by a self-inflicted wound. That self-inflicted wound. You've been on my back long enough. You've been a part of my plans long enough. You've been in my purest thoughts long enough. My best interests long enough. I've put you before him. I've put y'all before him. I've allowed people to alter my decisions. I've allowed the feelings of other people to alter decisions. I have allowed thinking, well, I've changed the thought that come from him. I'm 37. I have altered things for you. You want to talk about success? I have delayed blessings because of you. I have turned down blessings because of you. But it's because of me. It's because of me. I have become a prisoner in my own mind. I've become a prisoner in my own mind of my creativity, my purpose, my being. Listen. I've become a prisoner in my own mind of my creativity, my purpose, my aura, my energy. Everything that makes me who I am, I have become timid. I have become less vocal in the convince myself that I'm being respectful or being gracious or being thoughtful. When the truth is, I allowed the enemy to come into me and make me a coward in who I know I am. I could be further alone. I was scared to leave you, or I didn't want to leave you. I could be further alone. I was worried about how I was going to make you feel because you didn't know if you was going to fit in when I got to the top of the hill. I could have been way more than what I am. But I said, let me build this Let me build them. Let me do this. Let me do that to make sure. Whole time exhausting myself to the point of where I couldn't fight the fight for myself. I didn't have the energy to keep going. And when I didn't have the energy to keep going, I realized everybody that I was pumping the energy in didn't even contain or retain the energy. Listen, how is it that I'm pouring into everybody? How is it that you're pouring into people? Where they pouring theirs at? And how is it that when your fuel low, the people who ain't doing nothing but sucking you dry ain't got nothing? Listen to that. How is it that you do majority of the pouring? They have nowhere to pour. They only come to get poured into. And when you need them, they empty. Ain't got a word. Ain't got encouragement. Ain't got no comfort. Ain't got no words. Because they used to you having the words. They used to only you having the comfort. They only used to you having the answers. They only used to you telling them how we gonna get out of this hole. They only used to you telling them how we finna get back to the money. They only used to you waking up and moving as if nothing is wrong. Even when you didn't give encouragement, even when you didn't say this, even when you didn't say that, your presence alone kept the vampire teeth in them. Listen, your presence alone kept their fangs out. Your presence alone kept them fangs long and strong. Sucked you dry. You turned to them same people wanting reciprocation. And now you laughing to keep from crying. I'm going to go even further. The disrespect. Who even in the disrespect? Body language be disrespectful to me sometimes. How dare you? You fix your face a certain way. You didn't say it, but I heard your thoughts. You say, do what? Even in the disrespect, I contained my frustration, my hurt, my pain. In your disrespect, I considered still trying to communicate well. Even in the disrespect, I still reposition myself. And even I laughed only to keep from crying because of the pain. And now the disrespect has got to a point where I don't even care. Now I'm laughing at the disrespect and you think it's sarcastic. Nah, I just quit caring. You done played yourself. People don't understand that the anointing flows from you, from the head down. Some people don't even realize their attachment to you has brought the blessing. Sound arrogant, don't it? Sounds cocky, but it's the truth. Sometimes just people being around the right people automatically got blessed. The anointing was flowing from me. You received it on the strength of being connected to me. How many times you done walked away from somebody? Years later, your life has elevated. I ain't just talking about in your things. I'm talking about your mindset and your spirit. You physically fit all these things. And then you look back at them people that you knew you should have detached from. And they not only in the same position, some of them in the worst. But when they was connected to you, it looked like to everybody else in themselves, they were up. Pay attention. The anointing flowing off of somebody. It's flowing off of somebody. It's your connection to somebody. Is what's making you look like you something. But the minute that disconnection come, you thought we missed it? Dang, what happened to such and such? Dang, that's crazy. Dang, for real. And the whole time, you just kept, the anointing didn't run off of me. The enemy in you was just trying to suck me dry. The enemy in you was just trying to kill that. The enemy in you was just trying to get me to a place of where I went and took my tail. I just bowed down and took the defeat. That's what you wanted from me. But then, did you notice it didn't take long? Because it ain't what's on you, it's what's in you. Listen to me now. You was attached to me. You looked good. This was that. This was that. It was on you. It was in me. It was in me. In my detachment and walking away. It's only going to take a certain amount of time before the Most High resuscitate me and bring me back to full throttle. And ain't nothing changed. I'm only going to be stronger because he ain't do nothing but add a whole nother lesson. I laughed to keep from crying. But then when I stopped carrying, all the resuscitation took place. Breathe life into me. Breathe life into me. That's all it takes. You may be laughing to keep from crying. I want to say this to somebody. Stop caring. Not in arrogance, not in pride, not in spite. Stop caring and knowing you've done your part. You said what needed to be said. You've done what needed to be done. You've overextended long enough. I'm saying quit caring and be free. You've overextended your energy long enough. Be strong for it. It's time to be strong for you. I watched something change my life the other day. When I tell you I watched something change my life, I mean it. I watched something was life altering. Yeah. That's all I get. Man, y'all be blessed. Y'all hold it down. It's your boy.